recently a person who was a rapper sent me a song. I didn't know how to react to this, right?
Yeah.
I know this guy as a rapper. I didn't know he had quit rap.
Yeah.
But for some reason, every time we would be talking, he would be throwing like sample shots or some hints. But I wasn't catching them. I only caught them when he sent me his new song, right?
Yeah.
You know the rappers who always say, "Nabe chidandali baba kolachi."
Yeah.
But they're talking to me like I'm the one who's leading the campaign against the plague of chidandali. You get me? So this person was dropping. Hey man, guys, I was talking about a chidandali. This is a chidandali. What did chidandali do to you? I'll just let that shit pass. But then when he sent me his new song, I was like, oh, this explains it. Judas was about to betray Jesus Christ and do this chidandali thing. No wonder. He was defending the chidandali guys.
Yeah.
Let me explain chidandali. As a rapper, let me explain what chidandali is or what it is to a person like me who is like so culture or so hip-hop.
In tune with your culture.
And to understand this example, you need to have watched Lord of the Rings. No, not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones. So you have Jon Snow at the border. Night's Watch on the wall. I am black and a sword.
Yeah.
The only reason Jon Snow is at the wall is to separate two worlds. There is wildlings on the north and King's Landing, abali mugundi, the dominion of the kingdom. So I believe we as rappers who love this game, the wildlings always want to. The wildlings, they live free. They have freedom, by the way. They are running around killing each other. You know, like by gali, like there's a lot of violence going on there.
They have their own.
They survive. By the way, they survive. They do their thing. Now, it is forbidden for a person to come from this side of the wall and cross over to the other side. Those are the rules. And it's also very forbidden for a person from the other side to cross over to this other side. Which take it. So, we as rappers who are original, who are guardians of the culture, it is our duty to remind people when a beat is not hip-hop and when it is hip-hop. Because if you let people just take even an inch of that, then there's no more culture.
Yeah.
Then there's no more boundary that separates the rap, hip-hop, the kingdom of hip-hop from Chidandali. Because they all live on the same ground. It's all Uganda, right? But we operate by very different rules.
True.
Which they get. But because it's so easy to live like a wildling, so many people from this side of the kingdom want to cross over and then say we are all what? Tuliwamu.
Yeah.
Which they get. So that's how I see it. It's the same way we used to quarrel with people who's when people were still fighting to distinguish what's hip-hop and rap, the difference. Though they are the same. Rap, you can rap on a ragga beat. You can also rap on a hip-hop beat. And rap is a subsection of this. So it's confusing for simple brains to understand. Why is this different? And my example always was basketball batebe sangalo. Right?
And handball?
Ne handball batebe sangalo. But but they are very different sports with very different rules.
Yeah, true.
Ochiraba. Just because it looks the same does not mean that it is the same. But if you let most of these people just run wild with their that's how you find people doing travel in basketball. There's a difference why there's a reason why these genres are separated. Now, it's not to say that one cannot be versatile. You get me? You can be versatile. You can do this, you can do that, you can do that, you can fuse, you can do whatever it is. But just don't confuse the wananchi when you call handball, basketball, and not going to call netball. Some people create a song just because they are a hip-hop, because they started as a hip-hop artist. When they do, if I started as a basketball player, right? and I went into netball, would I still be playing basketball
No.
just because I started as a basketball player?
No, you become
Mbeera nzi ku court yaki?
you become a netballer.
Netballer, okitegeera. So that's what confuses people here the most. That people begin as hip hop artists, genuine hip hop artists. They cross over to the other kingdom of the
Then
wildlings.
transition.
Nene bagenda nga ne bambadde ice waffe, boots zaffe, some of them even talk like us.
Okwambala blinga myansa.
And
Sikiriza
because
nsene.
Babela
Remember that
side
line?
is area, bagamba, abo beba. No, you've crossed over to the other side.
You remember that line?
Ochira,
Okwambala bling.
bring amyanso sikiriza
Sikiriza
nsene.
nsene.
Kitegeera. So that's how simply it's put. But music itself is a beautiful, beautiful thing that should not just be limited to gundo okola bukozi gundu yimba bweruti okola bukozi luyimba bweruti. You can be as versatile as you want to be. But if you say you are a hip hop artist and this is a hip hop album or hip hop song or hip hop station, tonyiiganga oluyimba lwo lwewakoze olwakadongo kamu crossings over to this other side.
True.
Or that is not on a platform which is dedicated to hip hop, or a radio dedicated to hip hop, or a chart dedicated to hip hop. Don't claim that I should be there when what you're doing lately
Doesn't qualify
is
to
not
be
for
there.
that. There are songs that then there are songs that you do that definitely that song belongs here.
Yeah.
We're going to release IDs. for
IDs?
hip-hop artists.
Nga wildlings,
Identify yourself.
Ah.
Yeah, identify yourself.
And you can tell when a real hip hop artist, for example, sits on like a ragga beat. You can actually tell, like,
Yes.
yeah, this is hip hop. But there are some guys who sit on a ragga beat and you never know.
And he's a ragga artist.
You get- but he claims to be hip hop.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, like hip hop is so admired that even people who are not cool use it as a way to prove that they are cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever been somewhere nga you're not there to rap, but the guy ngomanyisi rapper, nze nange nkuba rap nno, nkuba rap, because he wants to be identified with a cool thing.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the problem with that, with UG, is that most of the people abagamba who want to identify with this thing tebakisobola.
So it's
So whether banga tebakisobola, the only way they can have an edge on it is to say it's not cool. Or that it doesn't sell. Kubanga bo ye kyamulema.
they are
Like,
masquerading around.
how can you just create lyrics on a beat? Nga n'eddoboozi lyo ne story bye biyamba beat. Nga beat tekuyambye. Because for him, his capabilities zikoma, the beat has to help.
Yeah.
Engoma eteekwa okuba. So anatulina mu abakubanga, you don't necessarily need the beat. When you need the beat, you can use it. But if you don't need the beat, you can tell a story.
Yeah, those
Abantu ne
guys,
bajja ne basasula ticket ne bakulaba ng'otudde onyumya bunyumya mboozi.
by
You
the
get
way,
me?
those guys fail this side,
Yeah.
hip hop, and when they cross the other side, they still fail to hit.
I'm
Look at
sorry
that
to
side.
say this because this person is my friend. He has become Kali friend. When he crossed over, right? The song that he sent me, Nga Crossing the Over, is so bad.
You see, that's what I was saying. They
So
fail
he's
this
going
side
to
and
lose
still fail
twice,
the other
right?
side.
He's going to lose the credibility of being a rapper. Obadde in Westeros, ne mu King's Landing,
Yeah.
obadde mu gundi Jon Snow yali avawo ennyumba yaabwe.
Stuck.
We'll remember Winterfell. Ovudde
Yeah,
mu
Winterfell.
Winterfell, okwosinza ozze mu ba wildlings. Kati ate mu Winterfell bakulaba bagamba, kid oyo. Ekiraba, eh? So when you try to come back, it's like you've lost like 60% of the street cred.
Yeah.
You get me?
And the other guys also refuse to accept you.
Yeah, and the other guy is also like, but you're not part of us. You even shower.
Yeah.
Kubanga baba wildling.
Yeah.
Batambula n'amagaali gaabwe beekubakuba, okitegeera?
But you see,
Yeah.
most guys that have actually gone the other side have also failed that side.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Most of the people who left hip hop ne bagamba kabakubeko ku raga ne bigaana era still. Kati abo bali so bitter towards our culture and the thing that we love.
Bebagamba.
Tekirimu ssente.
They even say, Ugandan music, now there's no money. You get not only hip hop now, it has become Ugandan music, there's no money.
Yeah.
Because they have failed. Like,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. But the thing is, when you cross over to the wildling side, actually, here's the thing too. But in the Game of Thrones, eh? it's not easy, it's not rosy. To be part of the Night's Watch
You have to
is
train.
to expect an attack anytime.
Still, you have to be training.
You must be training, you have to stand still for hours in winter. So things are not always rosy on this other side also of this kingdom. You have to persist, build character. When you retire from the Night's Watch, that's how they make you, when you retire, they make you a knight. It make you a lord, give you a castle. You've been fighting to keep order for this thing of ours. But if you go to the worldlings, there's no kingdom there. That's how you die. Or find an unmarked grave. But I'm not saying that things are easy on either side, right? The key word has always been persistence.